Hi all, good day. This is a presentation about REST API. As you know, nowadays most of the world operates on apps and the apps use APIs to connect to the servers. Thus, I have created a presentation on REST API. Hopefully you will like it and let's go through this presentation together. Let us first understand what is an API. An API is basically a set of rules or protocol as it is called. It just lets the client know what are the requests it should send to the host, and again it tells the host what is the type of response that a client wants. Thus an API is nothing but a kind of a protocol or a system of communication that we have set up. As we can see in the image below that various kinds of devices, may it be sensors, may it be uh, laptops, mobile phones, or even smart devices that we wear, which is sending the request through internet to an API. The API acts like an interface and lets the server know what exactly is the device requesting. Again, the server does its job and sends the response according to the API, which is the format in which the device expects the response. This way we ensure that the data transmission is smooth across internet and across multiple devices. Now, what is a REST API? A REST API, also known as a RESTful API, is a form of application programming interface that conforms to the constraints of REST architectural site and allows for interaction with RESTful web services. REST stands for Representational State Transfer, and this was created by a scientist called Roy Fielding. Here we can see a general REST statement. When a user uses his mobile or laptop, we can see that an HTTP request is sent by the client. Generally, it has a type of HTTP request, an API URL or API path, an API version, authentication info if required, and an HTTP version. In response, the server generally sends the response nowadays in XML or JSON format, though some of the servers may also send HTML pages if so required. Let us discuss the common types of HTTP request. We have the GET method. The GET method is used to retrieve data from the server. Again, we have the PUT method. The PUT method is often used to update an existing resource. Then we have the POST method. The POST method sends the data to the server and creates a new resource. So basically it installs or creates a new resource into the server. And last but not the least, we have the delete method, which is used to delete the resource used by the URL. If we see here, we are all familiar with the CRUD or create, retrieve, update and delete processes. Here we can see that each HTTP request corresponds to a particular member of the CRUD. For creation we use post, for retrieval we use get, for updation we use put, and for deletion, of course, we use the delete method. Continuing further, we can see that there are other types of HTTP requests as well, such as path, patch, connect, trace, and options. However, these are not very commonly used, and in fact, I myself have used them very rarely. Thus, we would not be discussing the other four in detail in this presentation. Also, I have included a sample API code for in Python. so that in case any of you want to try it out, you can just use the same code. This particular code does not require any registration or subscription or payment, so feel free to just copy the code and use the same to test out how you work on an API. And once again, thank you so much for watching this presentation. I hope that I helped to make REST API more clear in this very concise presentation within few minutes. So hopefully you like this presentation, and thank you so much for watching.